Good morning. Good session yesterday on Telegram at footballtradingprofits.com. Could have been a lot better, but I picked out one or two other mentions that I hesitated with. Barcelona PSG is one example. At 1-1, laying the draw second half. If the 10 men concede, i.e. if PSG score, those draw odds are going to rise markedly. You've got the 1-2 and you've got the 1-3. It's good stuff. Dortmund and Atletico Madrid. I did sense a recovery of sorts from Dortmund, but I didn't follow it through. Atletico Madrid took such a convincing lead. I thought it was just that quality between the two sides. But no, what a recovery for the Germans. Didn't really get involved there. Wexford and Longford a little bit too early in the season to have any strong angles here, but a missed penalty for Lions would have been very nice for us, with the underdog scoring first, and then a couple of responses from Wexford, the favourites. What a pity, yet another professional footballer can't score from 12 yards, despite being paid tens of thousands of pounds a week. I'm sure I could manage that. Let's go through. English Championship, easy as you like for Saints. 1.3, 3-0, 3-1, any other home score. And nearly 20-minute rule. But Charlie Adams, I think it is, wasn't reading the script. Bristol Rovers and Cambridge United, arguably we could have laid the late draw here. I was disappointed not to pass this on. Why? This was what I call a promotion playoff 6-pointer. As I said in the research, you'd rather take 3 points than 1. So laying these late draws, it's low liability and a really good payout. Peterborough, again, another we could have laid the draw. I did mention it initially as far as possible equaliser, but Peterborough have been on the wrong end of bad results against sides who need points. So I thought not again. But this was a must win for Peterborough. They actually came from behind. That was your first angle. Laying the draw was your second angle. Similar, Port Vale and Wycombe, if you've got the Port Vale equaliser. I actually was writing this out on Telegram. At 0-1 to Wycombe. In-play stats for Port Vale first half were excellent. If you saw them, you'll know. So that equaliser, what a pity. I didn't get there in time. And in League Two, very little doing for us yesterday in League Two. But all in all, it was one of those good trading days. We got Bolton, didn't we? Bolton equaliser against the Shrews as well. We could have got in twice there because Shrewsbury did score first. So we could have got 2 Bolton equalisers out there. So as I say, could have been a lot more profitable than it actually turned out. And we had one last play. I can't remember which it was. It was a very late lay the draw. I think Lincoln. Did we get anything out of that for Oxford? Didn't take advantage of the Lincoln red, alas. Don't forget, Lincoln conceded 2 late goals to Exeter, so they do concede late. Bayern Munich and Arsenal. Read the previews if you want. I don't research these myself. I do the AI research for you. These, for me, are Derby style matches. 2-2. And I think this is a 3-3. So I expect, looking at yesterday, the urgency suddenly increases, doesn't it? And you get absolute goal fests. So look out for a potential for over 3.5 goals this evening in both of these matches. Both teams to score. And a kind of a chuckle brothers, I call it. From me to you, to me, to you, to me, to you. So potential score, response, score, response. So look at that this evening. I think that's about it. Now we've got Dundee and Rangers, 1.25 Dundee. Rangers, it's very recent head-to-head, wasn't it, between these two? Again, the research I've done is purely from the AI. Porto and Guimarães as well, just a quick mention that. 1-0 Porto from the first leg. Brown against Hamclam, little bit early in the season for us to have any strong opinions. We've got two 1.25 favourites. Mulder looked more worthy of favouritism, but it's such a small sample of matches to work with. So that's it for this evening. I don't know if you'll be seeing me at 8 o'clock this evening. There's only two matches, okay, and the Rangers Dundee. It'll have to take something a bit more to keep me up till 3 a.m. to start. Well, I think 2 a.m. to start. I think you can cope admirably with these yourself. A key angle, as I say, potential. Both teams to score, potential over 3.5 goals for both teams, as has been the habit in these late Champions League matches. Dundee Rangers should be an obvious play, and the others are a bit much of a muchness. I might be around for the 5 o'clock, but don't expect a Telegram session from me this evening. I think you can cope with this small amount of matches. Just have a look at the tennis while it's still around. Don't forget, this is tennis season. Let's have a look at yesterday. Tuesday the 16th. Oh no, it's not qualifying anymore. Okay, so take your initial cues from the market. So let's have a look, see if we can spot any angles. Looked like the odds-on favourites all delivering yesterday, apart from here, where you did see that recovery of sorts for Rublev's second set. I don't know whether he would have led at any stage there for you to have actually got a trade, because that's what you'd have needed from Rublev. It looks as if it was a set. They each won their games, never broken. That's what we normally see with a tiebreaker. Lost serve there. That could have been your angle in if you'd have waited until here. You'd have made an even better profit if Rublev had won his match there. So that was the only real trading angle there, I would suggest. Poor performance from Rublev, but got a good response second half. Would have kept you involved in the match at least, if you're looking at it from that perspective. 1.53, another one going down. 1.53. Again, do check if they're tight in the rankings, it might be difficult. 66 against 44. That to me is a little tight in the rankings. It doesn't. Again, it should work in our favour, the person losing the first set. But it's probably the second set going with the games again. No break. And this is not what you want to start with. The one you want to win, losing on his first serve in the tiebreaker and never really recovered. So an awful display from Popyrin. Don't know if I would have played, don't know if you would have played. Good to see Rafa Nadal back on clay. Likely to be the king. But he is carrying a few injuries. Cam Norrie. Mayo retired. You could have done with that first set going to Mayo on the tiebreaker rather than the second one. So we've got some familiar names turning up. Again, just purely by the odds initially. Fonseca losing the tiebreaker. Again, ATP rankings 51st against 276. So he should have been gettable. So that would have been a losing play. Because unless Sonego won or led at any stage in the second set, it doesn't look like he did, does it? Point by point, set 2. No, lost his serve right at the very, very end. Ooh, disappointing. So we would have got some disappointing potential comebacks yesterday. This is just basic research. This is just looking at odds on favourites and the ATP rankings. You can, of course, look at the reviews and everything else. Stan Wawrinka winning the first set here, potentially gettable. And indeed, that proved the point with Borges. The odds. So that would have been a profitable one. And in Munich, anything doing there yesterday? Not really. Well, here we had Martira winning the first set against 1.2 favourite Algo Elisiem, who won the second and the third. All tiebreakers. So just a matter of winning the right points at the right time for Agrolithium. Very unconvincing display there. Again, Shevchenko winning the first set here. Hampman coming back in the second. That's a simple form of tennis trading. Just trading the first set winner. 106, that's what you expect. 1.3 favourite, dropping the first set here. Do check the 44th against 182nd, so really would have been a potential play there, wouldn't it? Similar story here. All you need is that run from the first to the second. Lost via a tiebreaker, so no great harm done. Fights back second set to bring it back on parity, the 1.25 favourites. You've got a decent odd swing there, but losing the third in a tiebreaker as well. Poor stuff. The female game is not known for its service games or an ability to consistently serve properly. That's why you can get these fluctuations. So some plays yesterday. You'll see we're starting in Barcelona. We're going to be moving on to Rome, Germany, Halle for the grass. We're going to Sterling Hertenbosch in the Netherlands, I think, as well. So this is all clay. This is all a lead up to the French Open. That's why you're getting all the big guns out and about, having a bit of a stretch. So have a great day today. Unlikely to hear from me this evening because there's not enough matches to warrant my staying up till 2 a.m. I'm quite happy to do it when we've got matches like yesterday. We had a multiple set of matches. So have a great day this evening. Watch out for your second leg Champions League. Look potentially to goals. Over 3.5 goals potential. Any late draw there as well, because they desperately need to win these Champions League sides. Have a great day. See you later.